Yes, so hello guys, welcome back to another edition of Sports Updates Ghana, and we're going to check out how the game between Portugal versus Nigeria ended as the Portuguese dropped Nigeria by 4 goals to 0. It was a wotowoto match for Nigeria. They couldn't handle Portugal at all. Even without the 5 times world best player, Nigeria were dropped 4-0. So imagine if Cristiano Ronaldo was in there in the match. It means Nigeria would have taken 8-0. Thank God Ronaldo didn't play the match. It saved Nigeria a whole lot of humiliation. But Charlie, as usual, if today's your first time, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. Let's get straight into it. So Nigeria assembled a nice starting lineup against Portugal, which we thought Nigeria were going to put up a good performance against the Portuguese. But unfortunately, Nigeria left their hooks down, and unfortunately, they lost by 4 goals to 0. So this is how you see Pesario's men line up against Portugal. So in post, Francis Uzoho was imposed for Nigeria, with defenders Bassey also in defense, as well as Atoguma in defense for Nigeria. Trust Ekon, the captain, was also in defense for Nigeria, and Osai Samuel played his first match for Nigeria. In midfield, we have Ademola Lookman, Wilfred Ndidi, as well as Alex Iwobi, and also Moses Simon playing in midfield. Then in attack, we have Joe Aribo assisting Mofi in attack, and that was how Nigeria lined up their starting 11. For Portugal, in post was Patricio, and in defense was Diego Dalot, Ruben Diaz, Silva, Nuno Mendes, William Carvalho, Bruno Fernandes, Otavio, Bernardo Silva, and another Silva also in action in the game. Then finally we had João Felix making up the starting 11 for Portugal. So the game started on a very bright note. Both teams had some few opportunities in the game, but it was Portugal who were dominating the game, and by the 9th minute, Portugal had a very nice chance to score a goal, and Manchester United forward that as Bruno Fernandes took his time to score the first goal in the game after there was a scramble for the ball, but he was sent a nice short cross and he was able to tap it in to get Portugal ahead by the 9th minute. So that was how the wotowoto started against Nigeria. So the game continued, and Nigeria warmed up into the game. When we all thought that Nigeria were settling in, that was when Osai Samuel, the debutant, ended up touching the ball with his hand, and the referee saw that, and just right and then he gave a penalty to Portugal, and again Bruno Fernandes stepped up and scored the second goal in the game, which was also his second goal in the game, scoring a brace. So the first half ended 2-0 in favor of Portugal. Well, in the second half, Nigeria were able to host the Portuguese for a long time till the 82nd minute, when the Portuguese decided to take advantage of Nigeria's weakness, and they ended up scoring a goal through Goncalo Ramos, who scored a goal in the 82nd minute to make it 3-0 for Portugal. Well, 2 minutes later, João Mario made it 4-0 when he scored a goal in the 84th minute. So Francis Uzoho taking it wotowoto in the match. Charlie, it was very bad for Nigeria, and I really pity the Nigerian fans watching this game, because they really thought highly of their team, because they thought that this match that they were going to play against Portugal, well, even if they are not going to the World Cup, playing against a big team like Portugal was even going to give them hope. But unfortunately, their coach, Jose Peseiro, who is a Portuguese, did not try at all. He make Nigeria take on woto. I'm even shocked that my own player from Napoli, Victor Osimhen, did not play the match. Nigeria, I beg, make una explain why Osimhen not play the match. I beg, I don't know why, because he played a game for Napoli just before the international break, so I don't know why he didn't play the match. But Ronaldo, we know that he had a stomach bug, and that is why he was unable to play this game against Portugal. But in the next 7 days, Portugal will be taking on Ghana in the first match of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. That was why it was important for them to play Nigeria, because they want to have a feel of what to expect against Ghana. Portugal have played Ghana once, and that was at the 2014 World Cup, where they beat Ghana by 2 goals to 1. But Ghana is a formidable side, and that they don't want to go into the match with that same mentality that Ghana is a weak team. But well, I think that Portugal put a brave performance, but that is not how they are going to play against Ghana at all. Ghana will not allow Portugal to score them 4-0. No, never. Even the great Brazil crappo that scored Ghana wotowoto. It was even 3-0. So Portugal there, they should forget. But I think that it was a nice game. But unfortunately, Nigeria lost by 4-0. They didn't try at all for West Africa, because if you are not going to the World Cup there, I thought you were going to put up a brave performance. Just 4-0 there, Nigeria. Make una wake up. Because I don't know. Nigeria have been complaining that they should have been at the World Cup. They should have been at the World Cup. So if we had allowed you to go to the World Cup, this is what we are going to put up for Africa. No, Nigeria, this is very bad. And I think that Ghana would make a good effort to beat Portugal at the 2022 FIFA World Cup. In fact, we beat Switzerland. Switzerland has beaten Portugal 2 times this year in their 4 outings. This year alone in 2022, Switzerland has played Portugal 4 times. Portugal has won twice. Switzerland has also won twice. And Ghana beat Switzerland. So it tells you that, Charlie, it's going to be a tough and cagey one between the Black Stars versus Portugal at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Well, that'll be it for this episode of Sports Update Ghana. It was good coming your way. Forgive me, my Nigerian fans. I was just doing it for my Ghanaian brothers, and I hope you guys will subscribe to the channel. It's a good family, so you guys should tag along and follow me here on Sports Update Ghana. Thanks for watching.